Hey guys, Ike here, and welcome back to another episode of Cave Factory with me. Hello. And last episode, I said I would get automation for living wood and living stone, and anything extra would be bonus. And oh boy, I did a lot of bonus. I got a little frustrated with how my base was looking, so I flattened the roof. That took forever. I flattened the roof. I have also decorated, so I finally have a road going up to the greenhouse, and I also decorated. I put grass and dirt everywhere I think I would like it. Some trees. I got the purple and pink to kind of go with like that purplish crimson wood that I got going on the inside over there. Like I said, I got a path. I finally outlined, so I have a lot of gravel, so I got a lot more dirt, and I went ahead and made coarse dirt, and I have it just surrounding the farm, and then I put little bushes and stuff, kind of reminiscent of Engineer's Life when I did it with my farm there, because I just think it's a really good, like, idea. If it was grass, I also would have put a grass around, but I was like, I think I want a contrast, because I also put these little grass patches in these areas, and the big thing that I actually really like, even though it's super simple, is this rock. Because I always had this weird little triangle here, and I was debating, I'm like, do I put a rock there, or do I dig down and make it like a weird abyss thing? But I really like the rock idea, and this was like really easy to like slap together. Just when you want rocks, just start building. You will figure it out and it'll look fine. And it's just anything cobblestone, and then I mix some stone in there for a texture thing. Oh, and then I also decorated the waterfall a little bit so that way it looked like a lake, and there's some kelp in there, and I put sand because I had a lot of sand and some more dirt and grass and stuff. I don't really know what to do with this little section. I don't know if I want to extend the sand or just have the dirt kind of wrap around like I have it like that with just a little bit of stone on the edges. I haven't quite decided yet, because I could also put like trees or something here, because I just want everything to be decorated. I want this cave to be a home. It needs to be livable. I don't want it just to be like dip, dark, drip, stony stuff. Though eventually, I'm hoping with the ceiling, because I think I showed you guys this pillar goes like really far up. I do want to texture the ceiling like a cave at some point, but it took a long time to flatten it and also shape this sucker over here, because I still don't think that looks right. But it's what I can do. So, but yeah, I just did so much decorating, and I'm really proud of it. I'm so happy with it. Especially because, like I said, I wasn't really planning on doing too terribly much, but I was like, I need to decorate this place. It is my home. I am tired, and I want to do it. So it looks so pretty. I really love it, and I hope you guys like it too. Also, I don't remember if I did this last episode or whatever, but I set the villagers free. One of them's homeless or jobless. He keeps throwing himself off a cliff. It's fine. They're just gonna wander for a bit. They'll have homes eventually, because I do want to start getting into mine colonies, which I know aren't these technical villagers, but they can hang out there too. It doesn't matter. They can mingle. But we're gonna go ahead and run up here, because I did also set up some stuff for us to use for Botania, just so we can get a couple more quests done. So while I was doing all of this, the mana production was going. Now I kept forgetting to come back here to change over which mana pool it is. So this got completely filled until I used some of it, and then this is almost halfway filled, I believe, because I'm using it. Yeah, a little over halfway. Excuse me. But I like put some in here recently, and I started filling one, but then I was actually using the mana because I was like, oh yeah, I need to actually set up for quests. So yeah, but this is going. I refilled the coal because that was all used. That's the downside too, is like if you have a mana pool fill, the flowers will keep eating the coal because eventually the cooldown goes away. I believe. I could be wrong. But yeah. But also, I started fishing because I needed fish for other things, and I got some name tags. So here's Bobby da Baba. This was named by my brother. And then the one named by my mom should be around here somewhere, because this sheep decided to spin in circles, and my mom was inspired to name him Hank. So I'm not exactly sure, but she saw this sheep and went, it's Hank. So this is Hank and Bobby. Bobby, of course, so Hank was first and then it was Bobby, because, you know, if you know, you know. So Hank and Bobby da Baba, that's their names. They're adorable. But I set up some things. First off, this is the thing I'm super proud of, because I actually had to turn it off. I did automate the living stone and living wood process. I put it into the wall. It looks really cool. I figured out how all of this works, but as you see, I have unplugged it. So it's super simple. Each block has a constructor and a destructor. Not a deconstructor, a destructor. It's back there. And they're all connected with these cables and such. They go back here, and they all interconnect to the network receiver. Or they would if I had this piece behind this block instead. And then the daisies go through, so I had to get a lot of white flowers. It was perfectly normal, but all of this is connected. The reason why I stopped it is because while I was doing all of this decorating and stuff, I was like, I wonder how fast this is going. If I search up living, I have over or almost 800 of each. I don't need them. So I've successfully automated it, so I'm gonna click this. I have automated it. I just don't need it running. So, because it's way too much stuff. I don't need that much stuff. But I can always replug it. It's just as simple as breaking that one piece of cable and just putting it behind the block again. I don't even think I have to break the wall here to do that. I just kind of sit back here and click that. So, I'm not too worried about it, but it has been automated. So it's just like, y'all saw it last episode. It's super simple once you get it all going. I'm just having it unplugged because, like I said, I don't need that much living stone and living rock right now. I don't know in the future, but right now I don't. And also, this takes energy to do, and I'd rather not waste it. Because even though I have a really good energy system going on, I don't think it's 100% efficient. And I just, if I could save even the teeniest bit of power, that's what I'm going to do. I also planted a bunch of these flowers using the bone meal, and then I started running around, and I forgot that makes them grow, so it looks a little overgrown, but it's okay. They're going to be broken as I use these plots anyway. But if we go ahead and get started into quests. Now, I've done a couple things, so we can actually start out with probably the main line, because it's going to have to stop pretty quickly. But it says I've already done 60% of it because I've actually set up in this barrel here all of the stuff that we need. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and grab. So all of this stuff right here is going to be for the Elven Gateway. It says you can preview the Elven Gateway structure in the Lexica of Britannia. It will require about 1/8 of each pool below pylon to open the portal. So we're going to need a lot more mana, which is why I'm going to go ahead and do this first, because I'm going to have to wait for the mana to transfer automatically. I also probably need to make a lot more of these sparks, but I'm not doing that right now. So, first off, I got the Glimmering Living Wood, which is this living wood and glowstone, which is why I already crafted it. What I'm making right now is something called a mana pylon, so I need 2 of these. But in reality, I need more. It's not just the mana pylons. You use some Eyes of Ender, and I believe it's like this. Nope. How did I make you? It is called a Natura pylon. Oh, yeah, I need Terra Steel, which I do have, because I made 1 more ingot. I have a total of 2. And I can make more. I can make 1 more with that, and then if I make another one of these mana spreaders, I can make 1 more with this pool. So I can make quite a bit, but I'm just going to do this. And it's like this. Put the nuggets there. There we go. And that makes a Natura pylon. So that should actually... Oh, and I also need an Elven Gateway, which is going to take 3 more of these. So perfect. It's just 1 ingot total with some living wood, and you make an Elven Gateway. So I'm going to go ahead and put this Terra Steel back. I also went ahead and made some more runes, except for the air runes, of course, because like I said, I don't have feathers quite yet, but we will get to that. And that's that for now. So... that's everything. That's going to give us... Ooh, it gives us a full mana tablet. So actually, we might be able to do this a little quicker than I thought. I'm going to go ahead and put the portal here, because it fits here. Oops. Not like that. Woo! Why am I jumping? What do I have that's making me jump? Oh, it's the sash. I don't want that. Stop feeding that. Don't do that. There we go. Okay. I don't like, automatically walking over blocks. It's not a thing I've ever been a fan of. So what we can do is we can go into our Lexica and go to here and click over until we get to this and then have it visualized and do that. Okay, so I went ahead and put the Elven Gateway core down. Now this is going to take living wood. I love this because when you're pointing at it, it tells you exactly what it is. Because sometimes things are just not that clear. Alright, I'm going to put glimmering wood, living wood. And then it is living wood. Oops. Glimmering wood. Living wood. Nope, not there. Come here. I don't have my magnet on because this building is picky with magnets. Okay, complete. Yay. So now we need to put down mana pools and Natura pylons. And I don't think it really matters where these go per se, as long as they're within this vicinity. So I'm actually just going to put 1 here, and then 1 on the other side here. And I don't think the flowers will mess with anything. I doubt it. There we go. I'm just going to break that one, though. There we go. Put that there. Okay, so now we just have to put some 1/8 into each of these. Oops. Come on. There we go. We'll let that sit for a moment until I get to about a fourth, actually. Because I think each mana tablet does half a pull. So if I get to a fourth, then... yeah, there we go. There we go. Then this should light up just fine. Okay, and if we can do that, all we need is one of these things. Which, all of these are pretty easy. So they're Elementium ingots, Pixie Dust, or Dragonstone. And all it is you have to throw in items that are mana-based first. So to get one Elementium, it's 2 Mana Steel ingots. To get a Pixie Dust, it's 1 Mana Pearl. And to get Dragonstone, it is 1 Mana Diamond. So the only, air quotes, expensive item is the Mana Ingot. But it's really not that expensive. So we're just going to go ahead. Now, if we want to go straight into thinking about the next thing, we're going to need a lot of the ingots and the pixie dusts. So I'm going to just make a couple ingots, I think, is where I'm going to stop with that. So we have 12. I'm going to make a total of 4 ingots. So we're going to need 8. There we go. Now, let's see and hope that this works the way I think it does. Yay! It's starting. Well, it stays started, though. Okay, yeah, it's taking from these mana pools. That's wonderful. Now, I know it takes an 1/8 to light, as you can see. I don't think it takes too much to stay lit, but... huh. You can't see the glass behind it. That's interesting. Aha, there we go. And 4 Elementium ingots. Awesome. And I'm just gonna go ahead and... actually, I'll place the... well, no. I don't know. I'm being picky about it. I'll just place those there. And there we go. So Elementium. And that will go ahead and give us a Rod of the Unstable Reservoir. And that makes me uncomfortable because I don't know what that means. And I'm actually going to look up what that means. Rod of the Unstable Reservoir. Don't ask me how to say that. Let's see. It creates homing missiles which attack nearby foes. That's wonderful. Okay, I'll hold on to that. Not in my inventory, because I will explode something I don't need to spawn. So it says, missiles will spawn above the user in quick succession if there are any hostile mobs within a 12-block radius. The cost of spawning a single missile is 120 mana, but they deal 7 points of damage, so 3.5 hearts. Interesting. That's very interesting. I don't want to use that, but I have it now. I guess that's all that matters. So there's that, and that immediately starts introducing us into getting into the Gaia fight. I am famously or unfamously bad at the Gaia fight, so I'm not going to touch that right now. We also need an area to really do it because it takes up a lot of space. I have technically space to put it over there, but I don't think that's where I want to put it right now. So we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to go backwards a little bit into the quest and start doing that, because I have those prepared. The first thing is, which is super easy, is the Botanical Brewery. So all it does is, so it says, allows you to brew potions that have 3 out of 3 or 6, I'm assuming is what that means, uses, but takes only 1 space in your inventory. So these are actually really cool. And they're pretty easy to do, too. So all it takes is these items right here, which is a Rune of Mana, a block of Mana Steel, as well as Living Rock, and 1 Brewing Stand, which is a vanilla thing. And then it makes a Botanical Brewery. And I'm just gonna go ahead, I want to move this mana pool at some point, because I do want to just kind of keep all of the items together. But I think for... hang on. I'm gonna do a very quick thing. Because I want to... can I remove the spark from this without creating too many... there we go. Issues? Nope. Come on. Nope. 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 Why can't I do this? There we go. I just want you to point at things, because I'm going to place the spark on top of this one, so I can do this. And it could just take from that mana pool, and then I'll take the mana tablet from this, so that way I can get the rest of the mana. Because this is only going to hold half of the thing anyway, and I'm going to just use what's in here for that. Because it'll leave me with less than half. There we go. Come on. Oh, I thought it was almost done. That would have ruined it if I picked it up. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Because I want to move this. And put that in the mana tablet. Okay. And I can take that. No. Give it. Thank you. And I'll slap this back there. Okay. Because I do want to move this so that way I can place the brewery here. There we go. Oh, I will need to get a piece of dirt. But, well, actually, I can remove it. Because I'll just take one of these pieces of dirt. Put this here. I'll put dirt, and then this thing. Yay! There we go. Alright, because our next quest after that is going to be actually making a pendant. So it says water breathing might be handy while constructing the kelp farm. Which I have already done. But that is okay. It wants us to make the tainted blood pendant. I don't actually have to make anything else. It'll just give us a different one. Well, it is this particular one, isn't it? So I need to make a tainted blood pendant and then to put another word. I could do all of this at a different time. I don't want to do that right now because I have other things. We can do that once I get to it. Because if I put that back there, I ate all of my food. There we go. Okay. The other thing that I have ready to go is this enchantment thing. The mana enchanter. Because we talked about this before. I'm not planning on super using this, but it doesn't hurt to try. So this is also a pretty simple thing to set up. It is just, I'm going to make a couple more of these. I always do that backwards. Mana pylons, because we need 6 of those. So now we have completed the quest because we've gotten the items, and it gives us a spark, which is great. What we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go over here because I kind of already cleared out an area for it. So if we go into our book and then go into, I believe it is in... Well, no, I had to go into this thing. It's called Enchanting with Mana. There we go. So it's called the Mana Enchanter. It's super easy. You just go here, hit Visualize, and wherever you're looking is actually the angle that the pylons will be. And I want it to be this way. And I've dug a hole in the ground because I want to do it here. I'm also going to dig out some of this. I can turn my magnet on at this point. Here we go. There is obsidian up there. Okay. So it takes 17 obsidian, which I'm hoping I don't misplace any of this. I smacked the crap out of my mouse so that way it would stop double clicking, so I'm hoping that'll work. I did something wrong. I did many things wrong. Hang on. These are not meant to be this. These are meant to just be nothing, I guess. Or as long as it's dirt, I'm assuming as long as it's dirt, so that way you can hold the flowers. And the grass should spread since it's catty-cornered. Alright. And it doesn't care. I know it's showing white flowers. It's as long as it's flowers. Put this block here, and then we'll do this. So it's like this, and then like this. This, and then like this. And this wall will be dug out, so don't worry about it being up against a wall. This, and like this. This, and like this. This, and like this. Yay! Ah! Odds and ends. Create a mana enchanter to have better control over enchanting. So, according to the book, or what this says, it says, requires a lot of mana. Figured that. Place a spark above it and above a mana pool to supply it with mana, so it has to be mana-fueled. That makes sense. So it says to enchant an item, you right-click the enchanter with the desired item, and then throw a book or a book near the enchanter and right-click it with a wand of the force. You can only enchant unenchanted items using this method. So basically, I'm not exactly sure if it eats the book. Hang on. Let's see. Scanning my books, spell circle will appear on the corner, indicating the books can be safely picked up again. Yes, so note that the scan will only pick up the first enchantment of a given book. Multiple enchantments from one book will not be applied. So basically, if I'm understanding correctly, which correct me if I am wrong, you can use a book over and over and over instead of doing like with normal enchantments is when you have a book and then you use it in an anvil, it eats the book. So that's neat. We have that now. So now all we have to focus on for at least these basic quests is to go ahead and make the tainted blood pendant. which we might actually be able to do some of this really quick. At least gather the ingredients for it. So let's turn my magnet off. Let's see. Yes. Turn this into a mana diamond, and let's go home. Really quick to see if we can make this blood pendant. Blood pendant. There we go. So I'm gonna... Oh, I don't have any gas tiers. I keep forgetting that's my problem. Alright, I'm gonna throw some lapis into some water, because that's what it wants for one thing. I need to get gas tiers. And that is a problem for me. Look at that go. Whole stack. Whole stack of prismarine crystals. Let's see. See, I've been going to the nether quite a bit too, and I cannot for the life of me kill a ghast. But I also have not been using a bow. I've just been trying to hit it back. Dude, I don't think I have any I have one catalyzing gland, so that wouldn't even work anyway. Yeah, we gotta go to the nether. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that in between episodes because we are at the end of this one. So I think, like I said, in between episodes, I'm gonna gather the stuff that I need to make the blood pendant, so that way we can do that together. And I might go ahead and... Let's see, we have automate mana production, automate runes production. Well, we need to automate the mana to really automate the runes. I could set up some stuff for the Gaia fight, but I also need to get some skulls. Okay. I'm just gonna leave it at this. I definitely need gas tiers, just so we can do this portion. I can get everything else. I have everything else, just the gas tiers. I'm gonna try to get quite a few of those. For the Gaia fight, I'm going to go ahead and get all of the materials for the pylons, because we can do that. And I have the rest of the stuff except for the nether star for the beacon. I may go ahead and try to get some skulls, because I don't think I have any. I have one, and I cannot craft anymore, because I don't have any other things. So, I'm gonna make a... What is that item called? This thing, a cleaver, because I believe it increases the ability of drop skull. I'm gonna make a pretty decent one of these, go to the nether, and just go ham. And we'll see how many skulls we get. Actually, preferably, the more we can get, the better, because I don't think I can make nether stars any other way. Because we also have a quest that we need to automate wither killing, which would be very interesting. Actually, hang on. Hang on. I keep saying hang on, but you guys really need to hang on. Ooh, I could just make a wither skeleton spawn egg, but I would need a charm fragment, and that costs more stuff than just making a skull. Let's see. Can I get withered ribs as one of the drops used for crafting drops from wither skeletons? Okay, and that's only a 10% drop. Okay. I might have to delve into some vanilla stuff to make an automatic... wither killer, wither skeleton killer. Maybe we'll see. I won't do that in between episodes, but that might be a thing for the future. So, okay, I will stop talking. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.